kids, today I'm going to teach you how to round to the nearest hundredth place. Who's ready to round? Before we begin, don't forget, you can't just watch me, Ms.Math, do it. In order to be a math master, you have to follow along with your paper and your pencil. And if Ms.Math is going way too fast, don't be afraid to press the pause button. And when you're ready, press play. And most importantly, don't you forget, you got this. Let's write down our problem.
1,352 rounded to the nearest.
What is rounding? Rounding is when you're making a number simpler to understand by also keeping it close to its original value. Rounding is all about the approximate value. So it's not exact, but it's close to your original number. Step 1. We have to know the rounding rules. Yes, there's rules when it comes to rounding, just like there's rules at school, right? But in this problem, you have to know the rounding rules. Let's write them down. On the side, I want you to write down rules. Our first rule, we're going to write 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. If the number is 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, the number is going to stay the same.
Let's write down stay the same.
The second rule, if the number is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, you're going to round up.
So we're going to write down round up. And I'm going to, not that silly arrow, I'm going to put an arrow to remind myself to round up.
For step 2, we're going to identify the number we're rounding and we're going to circle our neighbor. So in order to identify the number we're rounding, we're going to read the problem again. 1,352 rounded to the nearest hundredth place. The place value I see is the hundredth place. The hundredth place tells me that is the digit I'm going to round. Let's find the digit in the hundredth place. Ones place, tens place, hundredths place. Let's underline the digit in the hundredths place. We have now underlined the 3. So remember, for step 2, we're going to underline our number and circle our neighbor. Our neighbor is going to be the digit to the right. The digit to the right is the tens place. Let's go ahead and circle or box. I'll put a box because I don't have that much space. Let's circle or box our number. Now for step 3. First, let's write down our problem again. 1,352. I'm going to underline and box my numbers again. Underline the hundredths place, put a box around my neighbor. And now for step 3, I'm going to ask my neighbor what to do. The 3 is going to ask the neighbor, what do I do? Because my neighbor is a 5, I'm going to look at my rounding rules and find a 5. 5, 5, 5, boom. Here's a 5. The 5 tells me to round up. So I asked my neighbor, and my neighbor said, hey, 3, you're going to round up. What does that look like? Instead of having a 3 in the hundredths place, I'm now going to have a 4. Round up, one number will be a 4. The 3 asked the neighbor what to do. Because the neighbor is a 5, I rounded up. So 3 became 4. Everything after my number becomes a 0. Everything before my number stays the same. That's why I brought down the 1. If we look at our number, 1,352, it's safe to say that that rounds to 1,400. It is approximately 1,400. Thank you, kids, for learning with Ms.Math today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are still feeling stuck after watching my video, that is A-okay. Some topics take longer to fully understand, and you're in luck. Ms.Math offers one-on-one tutoring, and your parent can book in the description box below. Or you can scan the QR code in 3, 2, 1,